can't even get to cross.
What up guys, Dave here. This is our third video. Already gone over the events and top-ups. Now we're going to go check out the skills in Z Fighters. So this is video number 3, skills. We're going to break this down a little bit. So as you can see here in this, it's pretty much showing me my best skills, who they're connected to, what their abilities are, and the ability to merge, which is upgrade them. So right now, looking at this Kaioken times 3, my attack is 18%, and the power level is 4664, 4664. It is level 5, and it is currently worn on Vegeta SS. So, all of my S grade skills, these are S grade because they're orange, are at the top of the list. And then I get into my blues, which are the A grade, and it's still the ones that are connected to people. These are people's names on the right hand side. Then once it goes through all my skills, my all 8 of my people are wearing, it's got the S grade skills, again, the ones that are not connected to anybody. After that are the blues and the greens. Right now I don't have a whole bunch of unused skills. Normally if I had a whole bunch there would be rows and rows of these greens because you just collect them kind of fast. A couple things to point out here is, see how it doesn't say anything, like this one says single right here over Dodon Ray, but nothing next to the multiform. It's kind of a quicker way to notice that these are going to increase the attack of the players. There's a bunch of different ones. There's going to be some for defense, SPI. There's one up here in blue. Oh, here's a whole bunch right here. You got the Kaioken, that's 6% attack starting off, while this one down here would be 4%. But you can see it upgrades pretty quickly. That's a Kaioken level 1 is 6%. Now if we look at the people I've already gotten it equipped on, that level 3 is 9.5%. That level 4 is 11.25%. I don't know if I got, it doesn't look like I got level 5 on my guys right now. But yeah, those percentages goes up as you merge them. So we also got stuff like the defense. It'll add 5% defense. Now, what do you want to use? That really depends on your character. Let's go ahead and look at one of my characters and let's figure out why we attach those skills. So if I look at Vegeta here, my number 1 character, I'm going to look at his attack is 2717 and his defense is 1468. It's not that I'm trying to increase, I don't want to increase his defense, because as you see I got that Kaioken times 3 on him. It makes more sense that if I have a larger number, that I want to increase that number with a percentage. So this Kaioken will add 18% to my attack. If I had a defense skill here that added 18%, I'm going to get less out of that defense than I would the attack because it's a larger number. So 18% of 2700 versus 18% of 1400. So that's why I want to focus on their highest best skill. The only difference is on SPI. I personally, I used to on the earlier servers drop a bunch into SPIs. All my characters had an SPI plus because that was a lot of their higher skills. And then I realized that the SPI really only takes into account for the 3rd battle. So when you are in attack round, it goes round 1, round 2, round 3. That round 3 relies fairly heavily on your SPI. But most players have a pretty decent SPI, and I want to be able to get past these levels, attacking, beating them in round 1 and round 2, not so much that round 3. So that's why I don't focus my stuff on SPI, but I want to build my skills around them. Also, you got your bonuses that you want to be able to, if there's, like, for example, Gatlic Gun, I equip Gatlic Gun to my character and it adds an attack of 20 more percent. So I'm getting attack 20%, and I got my Kaioken on them for 18%. So I'm increasing this player's attack by 38% in total. Okay, going back to these skills. So I know why I want to attach those percentages, and it's an attack versus the other. The other one is, for example, you see I have a bunch of Gatling guns. Gatling gun is a pretty strong attack. It's right now it's at these levels 4. I got 30 MI, which is kind of like how strong the attack is. Some of these lower level ones, I'm trying to get an example. I don't know if I, yeah, there's a tri-beam. That's a team attack, and it's only going to have 10. But you see that Masenko below it, that's 45, but that's a single player. I'm only attacking one player, so that's why it's such a high number. Because I'm basically, if I hit a team of 8 at 10 MI, my combined is almost like saying 80 MI. Because I'm hitting so many different players with that team attack. So you can see where it says team and single. So you know if it's going to hit everybody or just one person. So Gatling gun is a really good one to have. You can see Final Flash is another, but Gatling gun, the nice thing about that is you can win it in the journeys. So you can kind of keep playing over and over on this one journey and collecting a bunch of Gatling guns. You give that to everybody and all your team members, and then they can use that skill to help you get far in the game. Because when you can attack everybody at once, it can give you a benefit of defeating Lord Beerus, the I'm trying to remember the name of it. To win the orbs, just being able to defeat all those guys easier, to beat people in the arena. Every time your player attacks, it's hitting all 8 players, and the next time your player hits, it's hitting all the other 8 players. So that's a pretty good advantage, is the Gatling gun. You have other things in here like this flight that I have on Trunks right now. I kind of put that on there because at the time I didn't have a Kaioken available. I think I do now. But the flight adds 51 to their evade. The evade is a skill where they would be able to dodge an attack on them. So rather than increasing something on theirs that's going to make them hit harder, the evade would allow them to dodge out of the way, not get hit, and might get them to stay around for another round. So that's why I kind of went with those skills. So getting into the merger, and you can see I got a rebirth there too. The merge is what you use to increase the skill. So if I were to go to this Kaioken 3 and merge it, it's going to show me all my previous skills, all the green ones and blues and even the orange ones down there. And that bar at the top, every time I select one, you see it's adding the +2, +4, +6, and then I can remove them too if I decide, well, maybe I just wanted to see how far I would get with my greens. So if I remove this last one, it's a level 2. You see it goes +12 to +18. That's because that level 2 is going to be giving me more points towards. So I'm going to use these top 6 skills and the green ones. Now I can use the blue, and that's fine as long as they're irrelevant for me to keep using. I'm going to be careful not to use my Kaiokens because I could put them on players, or my rebirth because it's going to give me an additional skill, or the flight. But other than that, I'm going to continue using it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply those. So after applying those, I am going to go back to my other skills here. And that's pretty much all you're going to be able to look at with your different skills. So that's about it for the skills, guys. We'll get into the next one with the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.